First down to touchdown coverage of area high school football on Insight and ICN2 is brought to you in part by First Quality Music, Kentucky's largest, Louisville's only Gibson dealer, Louisville Tech, Wendy's, do what tastes right, Ford Bold Moves, Beef O'Brady's, Kentucky Farm Bureau, Insight, Kentucky High School Athletic Association, and Western Kentucky University.
Very cold and windy Papa John's Cardinal Stadium in Louisville, Kentucky, as we get ready for the Class 2A State Football Championship between the Mercer County Titans and the Russell Red Devils. Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Brian Milam alongside Earl Browning and Coach. Two contrasting styles at this ball game. Mercer County, they want to get up and down the field quickly. Russell, they need to slow things down a little bit.
That's right. Russell runs the wing T. They like to run the ball 75% of the time and maybe throw it once in a while to keep the teams honest. Mercer County, they've got speed, and we're really going to see a game between the strength of Russell against the speed of Mercer County today.
The Mercer County speed has been unbelievable. They have not trailed for 1 second of any game this entire season. And Russell, they're the defending champions, and very few times, Coach, does the defending champion return as the underdog.
That's true, but let's point out one other factor. Marty Jaggers has coached the Lincoln County team in the state finals, and he was at Danville several years, and he came with Sam Harp and his group. So he's got experience in this state finals. Ivan McGlone, sure, he won last year, and I asked him this week, how in the world did you get back again? He said, we're just lucky. We've been doing the same thing for 30 years, and it's our turn.
Russell has been a state champion in 1978. They won the title again last year. Mercer County, their first appearance ever in the state championship. Of course, they did merge with Harrodsburg High School last summer. Harrodsburg, they've made a few trips here, so they do carry some tradition into this football game. When we come back, we've got the starting lineups and much more here at Papa John's Cardinal Stadium. It's the Class 2A KHSAA State Football Championship. Back in a moment.
What are we doing?
Hold on, you're gonna love this.
Love what? It's raining.
Look, the tower.
Oh my God.
Well?
Yes. Yes, of course. That is amazing. How did you do that?
Kennedy Homes announces its partnership with Michael Gray. Kennedy Gray Design Remodel. Customizing your existing home can be as rewarding and fulfilling as designing a new home. Kennedy Gray Design Remodel, a family company creating a home as unique as your family.
Quick, easy, and convenient is what Dusing Brothers customers say. You might just know them as the Ice Guys, but Dusing Brothers is your party headquarters. Pull your car up and load it with your favorite beverages. Best of all, it's all ice cold. Beer, soft drinks, wine, liquor, and of course, ice. From a birthday bash to a holiday celebration, Dusing Brothers does it all. Look for our ice around town or visit us at 3607 Dixie Highway in Ellesmere, 727-2720.
I've got skyline on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, you want my blues away. I guess you'd say, what can make me feel this way? Skyline, talking about skyline.
Time's up! Not done yet! Come on! Mommy needs hot water!
You don't have to rush to avoid running out of hot water. Rheem tankless water heaters let you run showers, laundry, and dishes all at once and never run out of hot water.
You got 53 seconds. In! Pick it up, people!
Relax, it's Rheem.
Enjoy endless hot water from Rheem. Call the experts at Loneman Plumbing.
Republic Bank is now offering home equity rates as low as 1% under prime. Call your local hometown Republic Bank to find out more about this special offer.
Kennedy Homes announces its partnership with Michael Gray. Kennedy Gray Design Remodel. Customizing your existing home can be as rewarding and fulfilling as designing a new home. Kennedy Gray Design Remodel, a family company creating a home as unique as your family.
Welcome back to Papa John's Cardinal Stadium in Louisville as we get ready for the Class 2A State Football Championship between the defending champions, the Russell Red Devils, and the Mercer County Titans. Mercer County 14-0, Russell 13-1. They are meeting at midfield for the ceremonial coin toss. Mercer dressed in their home red, and the Russell Red Devils, they are in their road white. And Coach Browning, the insights to the game for Mercer County.
We'll look at their offense first. We said they must win the turnover battle and eliminate the negative plays. They must disguise their defense, mix the man and zone coverage. They do not want to give up the long pass. For the Red Devils, the visitors on the scoreboard, we said the offense must establish the running game. They'd like to run the ball 75% of the time and pass maybe 6 or 7 times just to keep the defense honest. Their defense must play aggressive and force things to happen with their stunning game. Those are the insights today's AA final.
Both of these teams come in with outstanding defenses. Mercer County allowing, and this is somewhat scary, Mercer County allowing 9.1 points per game. Russell allowing 9.1 points per game. Your officials for tonight, the referees Jack Dupin, Dwayne Smothers, Herb Lipscomb, and Don Gilmore. Stuart Hawkins is the ball judge, and we are getting ready for the kick. And weather, folks, well, it is windy, to say the least. We're not in Chicago, a lot south of that, but certainly today Louisville is a windy city. Gusts between 19, 38, 40 miles per hour. And it's coming out of the west at times. It's coming from north to south, south to north. The wind will certainly cause some problems in the kicking game, especially on punts, depending on how the weather is during that portion of the ball game.
The field position and the direction you're going is going to be a big factor in this game with this stiff wind.
Russell will receive. They will go from north to south, and as we start the game, according to the flags on top of the stadium, they will be with the wind for the moment, but it is a swirling wind here at Papa John's Cardinal Stadium, and Russell, they look to get on the scoreboard. This is a team that likes to control the ball, manage the clock, and as we talked about Mercer County, a team that likes to get out, stretch its legs, and put points on the board in a hurry.
We'll talk about the size for Russell County as the game progresses, but they are big up front.
Ewing will do the kicking duties for Mercer County, and back deep for Russell, one guy we've yet to mention, but we're going to talk about him a lot today, Casey Clark. He enters this ball game, his final game in high school, with 100 career touchdowns, and he certainly has been the heart and soul of this offense for Russell as the Red Devils get ready to receive. Ewing approaching the football and gets ready to approach the football, and will be underway momentarily here at Papa John's Cardinal Stadium.
Tell how strong the wind is. They have to have a holder on the kickoff.
Ewing, very short kick. It will be fielded by one of the upbacks at the 25, and he is hit and brought down around the 33-yard line. So that's where Russell will start. David Bailey is the man who had the football, and here's the Russell offense. And you go down to the bottom of this list, and Casey Clark, he's the running back. He has a career, more than 100 career touchdowns, 44 touchdowns last season. This year he's got 37, and more than 2,200 career yards for the senior. And under center will be Tyler Jones for Russell, and a very tough wing T offense that Mercer County is going to have to go after, and flags on the first play of the game.
Hello.
False start on Russell, so it'll back him up 5. And here's that Mercer County defense that we told you about that surrendered only 128 points all year. Russell, they've only given up 127, so something's got to give today. with Reed, Brooks, and Blackburn, Harris, and Buster, and Horn. Those are the top, the linemen and the linebackers, B, Lewis, Edwards, and the like there for Mercer County. So here we go, 1st and 15. Russell with the illegal procedure call, so they are inside their own 30 now, and there is the keeper by Jones, and he's brought down quickly, and Mercer County makes the first stop, and making the stop for Mercer County was William Harris.
Wing T play with the motion back going past the quarterback, and a simple replay shows the quarterback making the fake, 2 lead blockers, not much yardage on our forward bold moves replay.
So that brings up 2nd and 13. Ball just outside of the Russell 30. A team that does not throw the ball much, and when they do, it's a quick slant or almost a fade pattern to Clark. And another flag comes flying in, this one from the back judge, so we'll see what we have. It's delay a game against Russell, so starting the game already, 2 penalties in the first 45 seconds, so Russell not into the game mentally so far.
Well, I think they're uptight. They've been here before, but I don't know if this playing this early in the morning is causing the problems. Just too anxious to get off that line of scrimmage, and that time a delay a game penalty.
Russell's offensive line is monstrous, especially with Toby Hicks, 6'3", 330. You've also got Seth Harvey fills in at 6'6", 330. We'll see if that offensive line can open some holes. Clark, he gets the football and gets back to the 30-yard line, so it'll bring up 3rd and long for Russell, and it's a passing situation, but we'll see if Russell tries to run it and chew up some of this clock. They don't want Mercer, and the wind is blowing the ball across the field, so we got to spot it again. Here's that forward bold moves replay as Clark churns his way back to the 30.
Counter play. And this wing T offense, they want to maintain the running game as much as possible.
And a reverse, little counter by Russell, and Beekman takes the ball across the 35 to about the 36-yard line, but it will be 4th down in a punting situation for Russell. As Russell, they did that last week against Belfry, a little reverse, misdirection on the counter, and Mercer County not surprised as they forced the Red Devils to punt.
Take a look at the replay. You'll see Mercer County has to stay at home and play their position against this wing T. Good pursuit by the Titans to stop the 3rd down play.
Sizemore is back deep, and he's a punter, barely gets it off. He takes a long time to get rid of the punt, and the wind knocks it down, so Russell kicks off, punts the ball away, and Mercer County takes over at their own 36. So now we get our first look at this offense for Mercer County that has put up a lot of points this year, Coach.
Yes, they have. 28 yards on the kick, no return, and yeah, they've got the great running backs, Brian.
The names you will hear today: Brandon Ford, 2,158 yards, and Corey Jackson, 1,796 yards, and the pitch is outside to Ford, and he picks up a couple before being brought down. We'll see if Russell's defense, they're very tough on the corners. We'll see what they can come up with. The guy to circle on the defense, number 56, the linebacker Josh Wills. He is what one assistant coach calls the ultimate warrior on defense. He has his face painted for each ball game, and he is the leader of this Russell defense. There he is. No sooner said does Wills come through the line, and he lays the wood to Corey Jackson. And that, we talked about the emotional leader, Coach, and he came through untouched.
Take a look at the replay, a lead block for Mercer. Wow, that's the way to stop that play before it gets started. Mercer runs the wishbone offense.
Big hit by Wills, and now Mercer County with 3rd and long, and they hand the ball off, and the ball's on the ground, fumbles, but Mercer County picks it up, and Russell's defense on that first possession, boy, they really came to play.
Well, their offense was a little tight, but it looks like their defense is ready to go, as you said, Brian, and they're going to force the play. As we see that on the replay, they're penetrating on that counter play, and there was the stop for Russell, Jacob Sizemore made the play.
Sizemore, 18 yards in interceptions this year, and he's always around the football. Has forced a couple of fumbles, and now we've got timeout on the field. I believe Mercer County has called their first timeout, so with 8:13 remaining in this first period, it's been a defensive battle so far as Mercer County and Russell are scoreless. And Russell, two defenses that come to play. We talked about Russell's defense. They just don't allow anything. 30 interceptions on the year, so it's tough to pass on them. They do not allow the rushing game to get going, so something's got to give today. We could, with the weather conditions, we could see a low-scoring ball game.
The thing about it, speed's going to show up here soon, but what Russell's trying to do is stop the play or force things to happen before the play can get started. And they've done a great job penetrating the line as we see a punt by Mercer County.
Lewis will do the punting duties for Mercer County. Back deep for Russell, we have Justin Mitchell and Casey Clark. Clark, of course, he's the guy who does most of the damage when he gets his hands on the football. But he hadn't received many punts this year. Russell really puts a charge at the defensive line and at the punter. They don't do a lot of return yardage because of the pressure they apply on the punter. So we'll see with the wind, as Lewis has the wind to his back at the moment. We'll see if he can get off a pretty nice kick.
Well, it's a full minute and 30-second timeout, and that's what the delay's about. But, we got a lot of stories to tell on Marty Jaggers and Coach Ivan McGlone, but we'll get into those later.
Lewis awaiting the punt from his own 21-yard line as it's 4th and 11. There's the snap, a high snap, but he gets the football in a low line drive spiral that Clark will take at the 26-yard line. Cuts to the left, and he's got a little bit of a seam, but that Mercer County speed shuts him down. A return of 9 yards, but Russell back originally about where they started the game at the 35, so Russell now takes over, having yet to throw the football. We'll see when they do. Last week against Belfry, they threw it on the second play of the game and got a touchdown out of it.
39 yards on the kick, 9 on the return. Good coverage by Mercer County.
With his red jerseys, looks like there's 15 of them out there, the way they flock to the football. Jones under center for Russell, and he will hand off, and the handoff goes to Nick Lewis. Just his 39th carry of the year, and he picks up a couple.
Part of the Wing T series, second man through.
Beekman is one of the top rushers that they have. He carries it on occasion here and there, but he's a tough receiver. Clark, he is the main guy, 199 carries, 1,500 yards, and he is the man in the slot. And he will get the football and is hit behind the line of scrimmage and is brought down by the Mercer County defense, as the first guy in there was Sam Blackburn, the 5'8" senior.
Good penetration that time by Mercer County. And the wing T play, the reverse, or the scissors, is a very big part of this offense as we see the replay. Double handoff, and I think Sam Blackburn was anticipating that play as he shot the gap.
Beekman handed it off to Clark, and now Russell again for the second possession. 3rd and long, 3rd and 14 from their own 31-yard line. Jones drops back to pass, a little swing pass out in the flat to Clark. He's got some blockers in front of him and gets close to the first down. He may be about a half a yard shy. Nice pickup by the senior.
Good sweep play. Take a look at our Ford Bowl moves replay. Oh, here's the pass play out to the flat. Good job on the catch. Casey Clark, he's their main man. And yeah, you're right, Brian. He's just short of that first down marker.
And it's 4th and 1, and Russell appears to be going for it. 4th and 1 from their own 44. As we approach the 6-minute mark in the halfway point of this first quarter. There's Jones, gives it to Clark. He's across midfield to the 40. One man to beat, and he's brought down at the 27-yard line. A big pickup on 4th and 1 by the senior.
Counterplay to the left side. Take a look at our Ford Bold move replay. Fake to the fullback inside. Clark gets the ball on the left side, And when the defense gets up tight on that line of scrimmage, trying to stop the short yardage, it opens a hole up for the back as we see Clark make a good move on the first down play.
Big block by Josh Wills. That opened up the hole. It's 1st and 10 from the 28 as Russell threatens to put something on the board, and the ball goes straight up the middle, first man through, and that pickup of about 6 yards. And Darrell Wells, the man who gets his hands on the football there. Wells, 45 carries on the year. You look at Russell's offense, Wells now with his 46th carry. Beekman, 57. Clark, 199. So they do spread the football around, and Jones, he's carried it 76 times. So you cannot key in on just Clark. Jones hands off to Clark. He's hit behind the line of scrimmage, and it's going to bring up 3rd and about 5, maybe 6, as Mercer County's defense tries to answer the call.
The counter play again to Clark. Adam Foster, the left guard, missed his block on that play. And a big down here, 3rd down, as we see the replay again. Fake to the first back, the counter play. The guard did not pick up the defensive tackle.
Rashad Buster in there on the play. Clark to the 20-yard line, and he has stopped about 1.5 yards shy of the first down. Mercer County's defense allowing only 81 yards a game on the ground. And a tough spot for Clark. It's going to be almost 2 yards shy of the first down, so another 4th down situation, but it's 4th and short, and they are deep in Mercer territory.
No doubt they will not try the kick and try to pick up the first down.
Russell chewing up a lot of clock in this drive, now close to the 4-minute mark. Jones keeps it himself. He's got the first down as he crosses over the 18 to about the 17-yard line. Depending on the spot now, may not have received a good spot here.
All of that's part of the wing T series. He's got to get inside the 18-yard line, and they're going to measure. And I don't like to officiate and do the color, but I'm going to say he has this one.
They bring the sticks in from the Russell sideline, and I thought that Jones got the first down, but they marked the ball back about the length of the football from where Jones ended up, so we'll see if they continue this drive. Russell is a team that is looking to get on the scoreboard first against Mercer County. Mercer's never trailed this season, and it is a first down by half of the football. So Mercer now, their backs against the wall. They did this 4 times against Owensboro Catholic. The Aces got inside the 20 4 times, turned away 4 times. So Mercer County's defense being tested early. 4:09 remaining in this first period as the Red Devils are knocking on the door. Clark, the man in the slot position at the moment as the ball moves. The wind moves the ball about 2 yards, so they have to reset again. Russell's offensive line has taken over this drive here. They've really moved well as they get the quick hitter up to about the 15-yard line. So a gain of 3, bring up 2nd and 7.
For Mercer County, they all have to stay in their position and not try to help their teammates out. As you can see, there's a lot of misdirection plays, a lot of counters. You have to stay at home to stop the offense that runs the wing T.
Russell certainly has the size on the front line. Mercer County more of a speed defense. Jones gives it to Clark. Clark stuck behind the line of scrimmage for about a 1 or 2 yard loss. As a host of red jerseys in there. One of those guys is William Harris. He pulls Clark off the turf. 3rd and 7 now from the 15, make it the 16.
Here's the replay on it. You can see the defense, the 5-4 defense for Mercer County. Gets the penetration, stops the play before it gets started.
Freeman Edwards makes the first hit. 3rd and 8 from the 16. Russell, they've been in this position quite a bit on this drive. But the clock keeps running. Clark, the handoff to Beekman. Beekman across the 10, at the 5, touchdown Russell! And the Russell Red Devils strike first in this Class 2A championship.
The reverse off of the wing T. Good job that time as Beckman gets inside. 24, Clark gets the ball, gives it back to Beekman, and look at this cut right here. He was able to get in the end zone. Good blocking down on that right side of the line.
The touchdown puts Mercer County behind for the first time this year. And just like last week, Russell gets the lead, but they cannot tack on the extra point. So with 2:37 remaining, it is 6-0 Russell and Mercer County behind for the first time this year. You're watching the Class 2A State Championship here on Insight Cable.
I'm Bridget DeVries, Commissioner of the Kentucky High School Athletic Association. The KHSAA is the agency appointed by the Kentucky Board of Education to manage high school athletics in the state of Kentucky. Not only do we manage and sponsor 20 postseason state championships, we license and train officials, coordinate a coach's education program, enforce the rules and regulations as approved by the member schools, and provide special programs. The KHSAA, enhancing the educational experience for student athletes to become leaders of tomorrow.
Want to go to college but can't afford to pay for it? Let UPS deliver your education. With the help of Metropolitan College, he's going to be an engineer. She's going to be a nurse. He's going to be a mechanic. And UPS is helping them pay for the education they'll need. Think that's a pretty good deal? Then check us out and surf on by. UPS and Metropolitan College, an opportunity you can't afford to miss. UPS is an equal opportunity employer.
I'm going to attend the University of Louisville. The Guard will help me pay for the college and the books, and my family is definitely pleased. I didn't want them to pay for it. I wanted them to know that I can make it on my own. When I was deployed, it was definitely an eye-opener to what other cultures, other people experience and how they live their lives. It made me grow up and mature and open my mind up to other things. Here's a story about how the Guard changed my life at 1-800-GO-GUARD.com.
Your first quality music scoreboard shows that Russell is on top 6-0 as a beautiful shot of downtown Louisville, just to our north. And new territory for Mercer County. For the first time this entire season, the Titans are behind. A short kickoff that will be let drop, and Mercer doesn't pick it up. Now they do, as the player gets along the sideline and knocked out of bounds. Mercer County's Ford, Brandon Ford, nearly let that thing fall.
Let's take a look at that touchdown again on a replay. You'll see what I'm talking about on the reverse. Clark takes the ball, hands it back to Beckman, and he gets a block right at the point of attack and is able to take it into the end zone for the touchdown.
The 7th rushing touchdown for Eric Beekman this year, the 5'8", 150-pound senior, and 150 pounds. That's being generous with that young man, but a very good running back. And now Mercer County facing this Russell defense, and the sweep around the left side is Brandon Ford as he crosses midfield. And just like that, the Titans go into Russell territory, pick up of close to 20 yards.
That's what speed does for you, and it's about the same play. It's the fly play off the wing tee. Man comes in motion, and Ford gets the football, and he knows what to do with it. And that's that speed we were talking about, Brian.
Knocked out of bounds by Clark. Ford on this season, 2,158 yards on 155 carries. So this kid can get his hands on the football. 36 total scores, and certainly a special player. And flags come flying, so we'll see what the penalty is. Probably on Mercer County.
It came from the umpire, illegal procedure, 5-yard penalty.
So back up the Titans 1st and 15 as they go back into their own territory. And here's the replay. Let's see who moved. Yeah, the right guard there moved. And that is Sam Blackburn who moved, and it's 1st and 15. We'll talk more about the consolidation in Mercer County with Harrodsburg High School in Mercer County. And of course, their nickname's the Titans. They've kind of tied it into the T.C. Williams School that was in the movie, Remember the Titans. And people may remember Corey Jackson. He's at the 20, the 15 as he tries to cut back, and he's inside the 10-yard line. Wow, can they move the football in a hurry?
Outside veer for Corey Jackson. He found that seam, and the speed showed up as we see the Ford bold move replay. The fly, quarterback hands that ball to the man while he's moving, and he knows what to do with the football. Brandon Ford.
Saving the touchdown for Russell was Marcus Frazier. First and goal from the 8, so in 2 plays, Mercer County has chewed up 60-plus yards. The pitch out to Ford again. He stopped for about a yard or 2 on the pickup, maybe 3 depending on the spot. They will mark it at the 5, so a pickup of 3. Russell prides itself on its defense of not allowing the opponent to get to the corner.
Let's take a look at the replay. Toss sweep out of the wishbone set, 2 lead blockers. Good tackle that time by the Red Devils. Number 20, Marcus Frazier.
Down that wishbone, the pitch goes out to Ford again, and he's brought down to about the 2 or 3 yard line. The Titans entered this game 98 yards away from setting the new state record for team rushing on the season.
Look at the replay. It looked like that hole was open, but the Red Devils closed it pretty quick. And getting off of that block to make the tackle was a big, big play, but Mercer, the Titans, are knocking on the door.
3rd and goal from the 2 in that wishbone set. And it's the pitch out to Ford again as he dives for the pylon. He fumbles the football, and it's going to be marked inside the 1 yard line. So it's 4th and goal and about 6 inches for a touchdown.
Brandon Ford was trying to reach that ball out. We take a look at our Ford Bold Moves replay. The sweep out of the wishbone with the lead blocker, and watch him reach for the pylon. The ball gets knocked out of bounds.
I'll tell you, a big break for Mercer County, another 6 inches, and that's a touchback, and Russell gets the football. 4th and goal for Mercer County. Will Russell's defense hold? They blitz, and they stop the Titans on 4th down.
I don't know
what.
But
the second effort, let's see, when did they blow the whistle?
I think they blew it dead about the 1 foot line.
Russell's defense has held on 4th down and inches at the goal line.
The big interior lineman.
You can see the far line judge. He has marked it at the half-yard line. And now the other official says it's a touchdown.
Wow. We got to see that replay. There we sit again. Take a look at it now. The quarterback sneak. It looked like the official on this side was saying no, but the second effort, see, the players from
wow, he looks like he was stopped depending on when the whistle was blown. Justin Morgan is the quarterback. Let's take a look up top. We'll get a better look here. He is clearly behind the goal line.
Not only that, number 30 is helping him.
Big break. And the ball comes out. The ball was fumbled. Wow, what a big break for the Titans as they look to tie it up. Well, they'll be talking about this play for a while. There's a bad snap. The ball is taken by Ford, trying to find some room to run. He's got the corner of the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is good. Unconventional, but it scores nonetheless. 8-6, Mercer County.
What a turn of events. Everything looks like it's going bad, but it came out good for Mercer County. And there again, you see that speed on an extra point to get up and turn that play into a 2-pointer is big.
What an emotional switch here that we've had. Russell appeared to have held on 4th down, and I tell you what, I'd like to know when the whistles were blown, because if they were blown once John Morgan had his momentum stopped, and then the ball came out, wow.
Well, here's the thing, Brian. We're not going to have a replay of that, so it doesn't matter. They've called it a touchdown, and you got to move on. The coaches will talk about it, but it's history. I was telling the story about Ivan McGlone last year in the state finals. Julian Tackett, the commissioner in charge of the coins for the toss, thought his assistant had the coins to be tossed, and they got to the middle of the field. No one had a coin. Finally, they turned to the coaches and said, "Do you have a coin?" Ivan McGlone did have 1 nickel in his pocket, so they used that and flipped a coin. Of course, they went on to win the game. Then he started thinking he ought to keep that for a souvenir, but one of the guys that flipped the coin had kept it. So Ivan lost his 5 cents, but he got his victory.
Well, I wonder if he used the coin again in one of his own tonight, or today,
because certainly it worked last year. We'll see if Russell can recover from what appeared to be a stop at the goal line as Ewing does the kickoff chores for Mercer County. Boy, what a turn of events we've had in the last few moments. The kick is deep and drives Beekman back to the goal line, and it'll be a touchback.
Brian, that was a wind-aided kick. The wind helped that ball get into the end zone.
Ball went over the head of Drew Abrams, so Russell will take over at the 20. You can see the wind really did help that kick to our left in the press box where we are. The flags on top of the stadium, over top of the scoreboard, they are blowing all over the place. So the wind has certainly been a factor on the kickoff because Russell's kickoff didn't go very far. There you see the wind, a swirling wind above the stadium. Clark gets the handoff. He picks up about 2 yards. And now he stays on his feet. The second and third effort by Clark turns a 2-yard gain into about a 6-yard gain.
Take a look at our replay. Fake to the first back. Clark on the counter play, blocking up front. And look at this second effort.
Boy, how'd he squirt out of there?
I don't know. I thought the forward progress may have been stopped, but officials said no.
That's the final play of this first period. As the sign says, do it again. We'll see if Russell can do it again. They're trailing Mercer County after one period, 8-0. You're watching the Class 2A state championship game right here on Insight. We will be back in just a moment from Papa John's Cardinal Stadium.
When you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you.
Printers and copiers that put a smile on your face from Kyocera and Waltz Business Systems in Greater Cincinnati. Kyocera, simple to use, low cost of ownership. Waltz Business Systems, hands-on service, flexible financing. People-friendly printers and copiers only from Kyocera and Waltz Business Systems.
The whole world smiles with you.
'Tis the season to share the joy with great Christmas gifts from Value City Furniture.
With delightful animal rockers for the little ones for just $99.
Cool video chairs in a variety of styles from just $29.
Versatile sleeper sofas for only $99. You save over half.
And this great 4-piece bedroom, perhaps for your own family, for just $4.99.
With no money down, no interest, and no payments for 6 months with no minimum purchase.
Don't miss the Christmas gift sale at Value City Furniture.
'Tis the season.
We have played 12 minutes of this Class 2A state championship game, and Mercer County leads at 8-6. Russell, a time-consuming drive. Mercer County, they did it rather quickly, got the ball inside, and then on 4th and inches, appeared to be stopped at the goal line, but then a second and maybe a third effort by Justin Morgan got the Titans into the end zone. And Clark, he gets past the 35, close to the 40-yard line, so Russell asserting themselves on the ground as they do so well, and they rely on the senior.
Counter play to the left side, pulling guard, got a good block. Take a look at our forward bold moves replay. Guard pulling, leading the way. Good second effort. Casey Clark, the Red Devils.
100 career touchdowns for Clark. Coming into this ball game, he got his 100th touchdown last week on the second play of the game against the Belfry Pirates. Here it's 1st and 10 from the Russell 43, and Beekman around the right side, and boy, he may have had an alley to run, but was tripped up by the Mercer County defense. So it'll be 2nd and about 7, and it could have been, if he does not get brought down, he may have had a first down and possibly more.
Well, I'll tell you, both teams are moving the football. We may end up with more scoring than we thought.
Possibly. Both teams ran the ball for 72 yards in that first quarter. So now Russell only 24 yards away from setting a new state record. The handoff goes to Beekman, and he is across the 40 and is driven to the turf, but not before he picks up close to 15 yards.
You know, we hear all about the speed for Mercer County, but boy, the Red Devils have some good speed. Take a look at it on the replay. The reverse on the wing tee, good cut back, and there's a good example of using that wing tee. You've got to stay at home. stop it.
Freeman Edwards delivered the punishment to Beekman, but not before he crosses the 40 at the 39. Jones back to pass, a little floater up top, and it is almost intercepted by Mercer County. It is incomplete. On the coverage for Mercer County, Aaron B. And he went up top and caught it, but could not control the football. The intended receiver for Russell was Marcus Frazier. They're one of their top receivers on the season, and it brings up 2nd and long.
I think that was a good example of what that wind does to the football. The ball was just hung a little too high. Take a look at it on the replay. The defense had a better chance than the offense for the interception.
The ball incomplete as Russell goes back to work, and Beekman takes it on the sweep to the right, and he is met after about a 1-yard pickup as a host of red jerseys come in for the stop. And getting off the bottom of that pile is William Harris, the 5'9" junior.
Take a look at it. It's a wing T reverse, sweep play, pulling guards. Good job of Mercer County coming to the football.
Also in on the tackle for Mercer County was Chris Lewis, the 6'3", 215-pound linebacker. So Russell, they're very deliberate with their offense. They walk up to the line under 10 minutes now, 3rd and long. They've had several of these situations. Jones back to pass, and he's got a man open, close to a 1st down for Russell. Wells, check that, not Wells, but Corey Hall with the reception.
Corey Hall, on the left side, came across the middle, underneath route, and he's got the 1st down. Take a look at our Ford Bold moves replay on the pass, fake the sweep. And there's the crossing route to Hall. Held on to the football. A little bit behind him, but good job catching the ball.
See, Hall wears that number 40. Looks like a little Mike Allstott out there. 1st and 10 from the 28 as Clark gets the football, and he's tripped up behind the line. As Mercer County's defense is there, the first guy to hit him was Rashad Buster, number 31. 69 tackles on the season for Buster, as it's now 2nd and 11.
Good penetration by Mercer County. Stopped that play before it could get started. That's what you have to do to this wing T. You let them get those blockers out in front of you. It's tough to stop the counter plays.
When you look at the left side there, that left tackle, Toby Hicks, 6'3", 330 pounds. They like to run behind him, as hitting the line was Wells as he gets up to around the 25-yard line. They mark it at the 26. Ball came out. Mercer County said they got it. Yeah. And they do. Fumble on the play. The Titans recover.
Take a look at the replay. All right, here's the short counter play. There's the hit. There's the ball coming out. Now, you can see he lost the football.
Ball
good call by
away.
The officials, yes.
Darrell Smith on the recovery. And wow, big play by the Titans as they turn the Red Devils away inside the 30. So we'll see how quickly the team in red can move the ball. They did a pretty nice job of it the last time. Here on the sweep to the outside is Jackson. He's brought down after about a pickup of 3 yards or so. Boy, they're so fast when they hit that corner. Golly.
Take a look at our replay. There's no doubt Mercer's got the speed. That's the fly play with a wingback coming in motion. All timing play.
Jones and Wills on the defensive assignment there, bringing Jackson down. 2nd and 7 from the 30. Mercer County will not throw it much. They love to run the football. Ford gets it around the left side. He's bottled up and brought down. A loss on the play. Wills in there. Clark also in there on the play for Russell. And now Mercer County in 3rd and long situation for the first time today.
Short motion fly play. Good penetration by Russell. No place to go. Good stop.
Beekman
Brandon Ford, the ball carrier.
Beekman also in there on the coverage for Russell, as it's 3rd and 11 from the 26. Mercer County has only thrown the ball this year, 41 times for Morgan. Flags on the play.
Looked like the umpire threw the flag. Going to move the ball back. 5 yards.
We want to remind you throughout this state championship game that Insight's coverage of the KHSAA Championships is brought to you by First Quality Music, Kentucky's largest and Louisville's only Gibson dealer, located on Louisville's south side at the corner of Johnsontown Road and Tradeport Drive. First Quality Music. So every time you see the scoreboard, those are the folks who sponsor that. 3rd and 16 as Morgan goes back to pass, flushed out of the pocket and throws it out of play. And Russell there wants intentional grounding. The entire sideline wants intentional grounding.
Well, I think it was more of the quarterback just desperately trying to get rid of the ball. I did not see a receiver over there, but our rules are not the same as the pros or even the colleges. Josh Jaggers, one of the assistant coaches for Mercer County, of course, he played at Danville when Marty Jaggers was the assistant coach at Danville.
Mercer County now going into the wind with special teams play for the first time today as Lewis does the punting. You can see the wind control, bad kick, and boy, the wind knocks it down, and the ball will roll out of bounds at the 45, 46-yard line. It's only about a 24-yard punt. 7 minutes left in this first half. Mercer County leads it 8-6 over the defending champion Russell Red Devils. We'll be back here on Insight in just a moment at the Class 2A State Championship.
Want to go to college but can't afford to pay for it? Let UPS deliver your education. With the help of Metropolitan College, he's going to be an engineer. She's going to be a nurse. He's going to be a mechanic. And UPS is helping them pay for the education they'll need. Think that's a pretty good deal? Then check us out and surf on by. UPS and Metropolitan College, an opportunity you can't afford to miss. UPS is an equal opportunity employer.
In 1998, the University of Louisville launched the Challenge for Excellence, an 11-point 10-year plan to become a preeminent metropolitan research university. Today, the university is on the verge of achieving all 11 goals, more than a year ahead of schedule. Challenge. We're making a difference, and we're just getting started. The University of Louisville.
We are back at Papa John's Cardinal Stadium. 7 minutes left of this first half. Russell with the football in the Mercer County 45. Beekman hands off to Clark, and Clark dances his way for about a 6-yard pickup.
Counterplay to the left side. And Clark's been the workhorse here today in this first half.
Clark, who only ran the ball for 38 yards against Belfry in the state semifinal. Boy, he's surpassed that so far. He's averaging 109 a game, more than 1,500 yards coming in. Jones gives it off to Wells. He's the first guy, the fullback, to hit the line, and he may have got back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 3rd down again. And Russell's had about 7 or 8 third down conversion opportunities in this ballgame.
Russell's having a hard time running that ball inside. They're more effective running the ball off tackle.
So it will be 3rd and a long 3, almost 4 yards. As the clock continues to run. Russell certainly has taken control of the game in terms of style, as Clark is crunched behind the line of scrimmage. Several tightens in on the coverage. Nick Reed, one of those guys coming in to make the tackle. It brings up 4th down yet again for Russell.
So the pulling guard did not get around to make the block. He was slow getting out.
Buster and Lewis also in on the tackle. Lewis leads this Mercer County defense, 105 tackles, 4th down and 3. So Russell goes for it. They were 2 of 2 in the first quarter on 4th down. They go for it again. Jones rolls to the right, looking to pass, lofts it up for Clark, and Clark with the reception at the 24. And to be honest, it looked like Clark may have got away with a little push in the back of the defender and got a little separation. So Russell converts on 4th down again.
Let's see if we can pick it up on the replay. Here comes the pass. That's a high, wobbly pass. I did not see the pushing, Brian. Good reception.
So a big 4th down again for Russell at the 24-yard line. They continue this drive. That counter again to Beekman. He's at the 20. Cuts back across and he's inside the 10-yard line as the Red Devils are knocking on the Titans' door again.
Those scissors play on that wing T, and that's been the effective play for him, running off tackle.
You look at the size that Russell has on that front line, and it is just opening up holes, especially on the counter play.
Look at Beekman cutting back. Good job. He needed one block. He could have gone all the way.
Tyler Horn saved the touchdown for Mercer County. 1st and goal from the 8, under 5 minutes. Clark straight up the middle. Touchdown, Russell.
Hard-nosed football. Just ran the ball in. Now, Brian, you'd think they might go for 2, but we want to point out about the goalpost here. We're using college goalpost as we see the replay on the touchdown. Lead blocker, Clark did the rest, and he wanted it, got it into the end zone. But the college goalposts are only 18 feet, 6 inches apart, where the high schools are 23, 4 inches. So they're less, the colleges are a lot smaller than the high school. You have some kids are not used to that, Brian. It makes a big difference.
You got timeout on the field. Want to let you know First Quality Music is proud to be a sponsor of the KHSAA Championships. First Quality Music, locally owned and operated, located on Louisville's south side. That's First Quality Music, Kentucky's largest and Louisville's only Gibson dealer. And right now, Russell is controlling the clock. It's the style of game that they want. It's very time-consuming, and Clark with his 101st career touchdown as he runs over Smith at the goal line.
Did you see, leading that play for Russell, Josh Wills, the guard, was lined up at fullback, which is legal, and he made one of the key blocks on the play.
But that wing T, Russell has rushed now for over 4,000 yards on the season. 278-yard average as they decide on whether to kick the extra point or go for 2. Dwayne Evans is the field goal kicker for Russell. He missed earlier today on Russell's first touchdown. He missed last week against Belfry on the first touchdown of the game, and Russell started to go for 2. On the year now, 60 of 77 is Evans on extra points, and it looks like Russell will go for the 2-point conversion.
Maybe early in the game, but you figure you're up 4 points. They want to try to get it to 6. Field goal would not beat them, so you go for the 2, and they're moving the ball to the hash mark. It's an untimed down play.
On that front line for Russell, Gullett at 280 pounds, Hicks at 330 pounds, Barnes 250, and they are moving the line. Jones rolls to the right. It's a pass run option, and Jones buries his way to the goal line, bowls his way to the 2, but it's denied by Mercer County's defense. Several in there. Reed, one of the guys in there on the tackle, as well as Darrell Smith.
Look at the replay. It looked like Jones had a corner that he could get to, but the defense really closed fast, made the stop short of the goal line. Good speed by Mercer County on defense that time.
Okay, this game eerily similar for me to Belfry playing Owensboro Catholic a couple of years ago, where you had Owensboro Catholic who threw the football and scored all the time, and Belfry who controlled the clock and ran the football and churned out yards, and eerily similar so far as Russell leads 12-8 with 4:34 remaining in his first half.
That was a classic battle. We did the game on the inside, and I really was amazed at Russell's ball control for that game. They were amazing running the football and playing defense.
You know, you talked about the width of the goalposts a moment ago, and a couple of years ago at the old Cardinal Stadium, which we can see from the press box here. Newport Central Catholic lost to Danville 14-13, as we've got a scoreboard watcher way up top there. Newport Catholic lost to Danville 14-13, and one of the extra points that Newcath missed skimmed off of the upright, and on a high school field, on a high school goalpost, it would have been good, as the UPS plane lands just behind Papa John's Cardinal Stadium. Wow, that's kind of a scary sight. UPS, yeah, they deliver by ground, they deliver by air. So 12-8, Russell with the lead.
Russell faked the bunch kick. They all stay in the bunch and kick it, but split to their regular kick formation.
Evans kicks off a little pooch kick to the left sideline, fielded at the 30 by Mercer County, and knocked out of bounds is Mercer County's Nathan Griffith. He's the man, one of the upbacks on kickoff.
I'm not too sure if we see this on the replay or not, but it looked like the kicker slipped and did not get his foot into it. You see the ball on the sideline.
Great field position here.
Yeah, good field position for the Titans.
At their own 44-yard line, so with 4:30, it doesn't take Mercer County long if they can get Ford and Jackson to spread to sprint out and get to, loosen their legs a little bit. They're great in the open field. The first man through is Walker on the carry, and he picks up about 3 yards on the play.
There's that man again for the Red Devils, Josh Wills, the linebacker. And Russell's trying to mix up their defenses, stunning just about every play, trying to give Mercer County a different look on every play.
Donald Walker on the carry. His 57th carry of the year. He's right at the 600-yard mark for the season. Mercer County running again. Jackson to the left side on the sweep. He's got the first down and running room ahead of him. At the 30, cuts back, and he is gone. Touchdown, Mercer County. Touchdown, Corey Jackson. Wow.
Well, there's an example of bunching up on that line. When you bunch up on that line, like they did, and the man gets outside, he's got a lot of running room, and down that sideline.
Wow, when he stretches his legs, he is gone. And wow, what a play. His 30th touchdown on the season, and it does not take him long. And the Titans to score as they go for the extra point to tack it on, and it's a bad snap. The kick is up, and it is good.
Wow.
Wow, that is one of those you just hope goes through. And here's a look at the touchdown as Morgan hands off to Jackson on the sweep. And he got a few red shirts in front of him, and then he did the rest himself. A touchdown for Mercer County as they now lead at 15-12, and nobody's going to get him.
Well, when Russell brought 9 men up in the box, it was a matter of breaking that line of scrimmage. And after Jackson got to the outside, there wasn't much stopping them.
We thought this would be a game, as it is, of contrasting styles, but also one of the more interesting games you'll see because of you've got the speed of Mercer County, the strength and power of Russell, and right now it is Russell trying to score one more time here with 3:41 remaining in the half. We'll see if they can come close to putting something on the board. They do have the wind to their back as the wind is shifted again as it's going south to north in the stadium. It's blowing toward the open end of the stadium to the Red Devils' back. And their kicker, Evans, his long of the year was 42 yards, so he can, with the wind, he can get the ball through the uprights, but we'll see what Russell can come up with as they get ready to receive the kickoff.
Well, you see how it's so bad that both teams are using a holder on the kickoff to hold the football.
The wind blowing between 20 and 40 miles an hour today at Papa John's Cardinal Stadium, so the kicking game, it's a good thing these two teams don't throw the ball that much. Squib kick to Russell. It's fielded by one of the upbacks, and he was dropped at the 36. That was Dallas Sutton on the return for Russell. So Russell now 3:36 at the 36-yard line.
Well, let's see if Russell's going to break the tradition and throw the football more with a little over 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Good crowd here for the morning game.
Very good crowd. Russell bringing everybody from the northeastern part of the state and Mercer County in their first championship game ever. Jones keeps it on the counter as he crosses the 40, close to a first down. And nice play by the junior quarterback, Tyler Jones.
Counterplay to Jones. Again, the wing T deception, misdirection. Pulling guard is 53. Makes one good block, cut back. Tyler Jones.
And they do give him 10 yards, so it's a first down. The clock runs, approaching the 3-minute mark. Russell, plenty of time to get something on the scoreboard, but you figured you'd want to take up the whole 3 minutes because Mercer scores seemingly at will.
Fullback was moving in. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty on illegal procedure against Russell. 56 again is lined up as the fullback. He's the lead blocker on the play, and he moved just a little too quick.
Mercer County's defense, the most points they've given up this year in a game, 19, and a 66-19 win over Casey County, and a 68-19 win over Spencer County. Russell has put 12 on the board, and they want to get a little bit more, obviously, as they trail 15-12. Russell in that deliberate wing T offense. Jones keeps it, got the blocker. Wills gives him a little bit of room, and he's knocked out of bounds after a pickup of a couple.
Quarterback keep all the way to the short side of the field. Take a look at it on the replay. Lead blockers. 56, the pulling guard again. He's been a big factor all day. That's Josh Wills.
That's coming into your living room at home. Hopefully, we hope that you are enjoying this ball game. Class 2A state football finals, Mercer County and Russell. The Red Devils, the defending champion, but come into this game as the underdog. Mercer County, they've been blowing teams away all year in one of the few games that they're having to actually fight for a little bit. The pass out to Clark, complete across midfield to the 47-yard line, and it'll bring up 3rd and short.
Again, a great effort by Casey Clark to go up to get the ball. Short pass to the flat side. You see the replay. Now watch Casey go up for the ball. He's got good hands.
Good hands. He's nursing a leg injury, but as Coach Jaggers mentioned during the week, he said, well, that leg looks pretty good to me. 3rd and 2 for Russell. They keep it on the ground, and it's Clark again. May have picked up a yard, and it's 4th down one more time for Russell. They're 3 of 3 on 4th down conversions in this ball game, as we're now under the 2-minute mark at 1:37. And Russell has a long way to go to get to the end zone. It's 4th and a little more than a yard.
Thing of it is, you just do not want to give Mercer the ball in the middle of the field. So kicking it may be taking a chance here, but looks like they're going to go for it.
Well, they're going to get a delay of game penalty as the play clock is run out, or it may not have been reset. As they get close to the first down marker, we'll see where the ball is placed.
It all depends on the mark, and according to the official on the far side, he has the first down.
And he does get the first down, and Russell, now they have to hurry up to the line. 1:10 left. Here's the replay.
Take a look at it. The lead blocker, Casey Clark again. Good second effort for the first down.
Russell has dominated time of possession in this ball game. Mercer County, they score so quickly. Their defense has been out on the field most of the afternoon. Under a minute left. Here's that counter. It's a halfback pass, and it goes up, and the ball is intercepted by Mercer County. The Mercer County defender with the interception comes down, and it's Blake Arnold. His 7th interception of the season, and it turns away Russell.
Well, you know, when you run that wing tee and you have a halfback that throws the ball one time out every 3 or 4 years off the reverse, Jacob Sizemore threw the football, and he just put it up in the air, and it was a pass intended for Clark, but
Boy, it was a duck. The wind, you wonder if it had something to do with it. The ball may have just slipped out of his hands, and the intended receiver for Russell was Frazier, who caught a touchdown pass last week against Belfry. Now Mercer County quickly trying to see what they can do with 40-plus seconds to go as Ford takes it for a couple.
On the wishbone, straight ahead, lead blockers in front of him. And I'll be surprised if they run more than one play here. They'll be content to go in leading 15-12.
Marty Jaggers Ball Club is facing adversity for the first time this year, and they are hanging with Russell. And here's one more time is Ford around the left side, still on his feet as he's close to midfield. And that'll stop the clock. Another first down, and Mercer County probably should call timeout if they feel they can get something. They do call a timeout. So with 13 seconds remaining, the Titans thinking about putting something else on the scoreboard. 15-12 as Mercer County's trailed for the first time this year, but they have answered back with speed, lightning quick plays on offense, and they currently lead by 3, hoping to get something on the scoreboard before halftime.
Well, you think right now that they would want to throw the football, but with the speed that they have, a reverse or a simple sweep play or break the quick one, either one of them is going to be a good call here because they're leading and they don't want to throw the ball down the field in this wind unless they feel like they got a chance for the long bomb.
I think they'd probably like to do some kind of a sweep to the open side of the field and maybe run out of bounds if they don't, if the ball carrier doesn't feel like he can break it, just to save some time. We'll see what Mercer County comes up with. Justin Morgan, the quarterback, he's only thrown the ball 42 times all year for 532 yards. So Mercer County, a team that is not shy about running the football. Coach Jaggers, great bloodlines in football. His father Joe, of course, coached for so long, the one-time holder of the state wins record.
Yeah, he won a couple championships in Trigg County where Marty played, and he coached at North Hardin for a number of years.
13 seconds. Let's see what Mercer County comes up with, and it would have been that jet sweep to the right, but penalty flags come into play.
2 people moving at the same time. Get the call.
Yeah, another false start on Mercer County, so no time comes off the clock, but it would have been that sweep to the open side of the field as Jackson trying to stretch his legs a little bit as he did the last time he got his hands on the football.
That youngster got a hand warmer down there.
It's a good thing we're in the press box, folks. It's that cold. Up the middle, the quick hitter to Walker for a couple of yards, and that'll be the final play of this first half as Mercer County will take the lead into the locker room. 15-12 is your score. We've had a dandy first half. We'll come back and talk about it in just a moment at the Class 2A State Football Championship at Papa John's Cardinal Stadium.
I've got the skyline on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, you want my blues away. I guess you'd say, what can make me feel this way? Skyline, talking about skyline.
Ask around and you'll find the Greyhound Tavern is one of Northern Kentucky's best spots for great food in a warm atmosphere. The Greyhound is right in the heart of Fort Mitchell on Dixie Highway. You'll find traditional and regional food like prime beef, assorted seafood, pastas, and of course the Greyhound's award-winning Southern Fried Chicken. Family owned and operated, the Greyhound Tavern is the perfect spot for sumptuous lunch specials or the perfect dinner. The Greyhound Tavern since 1921. Stop by soon on Dixie Highway in Fort Mitchell.
The Town and Country
Country Sports Complex. We have the club for you.
I've been to health clubs all around the world, and I've never seen anything like Town & Country.
We are so fortunate in Northern Kentucky to have the Town & Country Sports Complex. Without a doubt, the best combination of sports, exercise, and family fun. My family absolutely loves it, and yours will too.
It's the family thing to do.
What are we doing?
Hold on, you're gonna love this.
Love what? It's raining.
Look, the tower.
Oh my God.
Well?
Yes. Yes, of course. That is amazing. How did you do that?
Republic Bank is now offering home equity rates as low as 1% under prime. Call your local hometown Republic Bank to find out more about this special offer.
'Tis the season to share the joy with great Christmas gifts from Value City Furniture.
With delightful animal rockers for the little ones for just $99.
Cool video chairs in a variety of styles from just $29.
Versatile sleeper sofas for only $99. You save over half.
And this great 4-piece bedroom, perhaps for your own family, for just $4.99.
With no money down, no interest, and no payments for 6 months with no minimum purchase.
Don't miss the Christmas gift sale at Value City Furniture.
'Tis the season.
We are back at Papa John's Cardinal Stadium in Louisville as Mercer County is leading at halftime 15-12 over the defending Class 2A state champion Russell Red Devils. It's been a game of quick hits by Mercer County and slow but very crushing drives by Russell. And Coach, let's go through the grades for the insights to the game first for Mercer County.
Well, we said their offense must win the turnover battle and eliminate the negative plays. They've done a really good job. They've got 2 turnovers. They have not given the ball up. I've got to give them an A for their offense. The defense, we said they must disguise the defense, mix the man and zone coverage. They do not want to give up the long pass. Again, an A. They've shut down pretty much the passing game. For Russell, the offense must establish running game. They would like to run the ball 75, pass 25. They've been about on target. They haven't passed quite that much, but I'm going to give them a B. And the defense must play aggressive, force things to happen with their stunning game. They've let Mercer get outside a couple times on the long runs, but still, I'm going to give them a B for that. Those are the grades for the insights for the first half.
When we come back, we'll have a special guest with us, the Major General Donald C. Storm, the Adjutant General for the state of Kentucky, the National Guard, when we come back here at Papa John's Cardinal Stadium. Your score, Mercer County 15, Russell 12, here on Inside Cable.
Kennedy Homes announces its partnership with Michael Gray. Kennedy Gray Design Remodel. Customizing your existing home can be as rewarding and fulfilling as designing a new home. Kennedy Gray Design Remodel, a family company creating a home as unique as your family.
When you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you.
Printers and copiers that put a smile on your face from Kyocera and Waltz Business Systems in Greater Cincinnati. Kyocera, simple to use, low cost of ownership. Waltz Business Systems, hands-on service, flexible financing. People-friendly printers and copiers only from Kyocera and Waltz Business Systems.
The whole world smiles with you.
The Town and Country Sports Complex. We have the club for you.
I've been to health clubs all around the world, and I've never seen anything like Town & Country.
We are so fortunate in Northern Kentucky to have the Town & Country Sports Complex. Without a doubt, the best combination of sports, exercise, and family fun. My family absolutely loves it, and yours will too.
It's the family thing to do.
Time's up! Not done yet! Come on! Mommy needs hot water!
You don't have to rush to avoid running out of hot water. Rheem tankless water heaters let you run showers, laundry, and dishes all at once and never run out of hot water.
You got 53 seconds. In. Pick it up, people!
Relax, it's Rheem.
Enjoy endless hot water from Rheem. Call the experts at Loneman Plumbing.
Ask around and you'll find the Greyhound Tavern is one of Northern Kentucky's best spots for great food in a warm atmosphere. The Greyhound is right in the heart of Fort Mitchell on Dixie Highway. You'll find traditional and regional food like prime beef, assorted seafood, pastas, and of course the Greyhound's award-winning Southern fried chicken. Family owned and operated, the Greyhound Tavern is the perfect spot for sumptuous lunch specials or the perfect dinner. The Greyhound Tavern since 1921. Stop by soon on Dixie Highway in Fort Mitchell.
Kennedy Homes announces its partnership with Michael Gray. Kennedy Gray Design Remodel. Customizing your existing home can be as rewarding and fulfilling as designing a new home. Kennedy Gray Design Remodel, a family company creating a home as unique as your family.
Quick, easy, and convenient is what Dusing Brothers customers say. You might just know them as the Ice Guys, but Dusing Brothers is your party headquarters. Pull your car up and load it with your favorite beverages. Best of all, it's all ice cold. Beer, soft drinks, wine, liquor, and of course ice. From a birthday bash to a holiday celebration, Dusing Brothers does it all. Look for our ice around town or visit us at 3607 Dixie Highway in Ellesmere, 727-2720.
We've had a great 24 minutes of football in this first half. Mercer County leads at 15-12 over Russell. Let's go to the Ford Bold Moves recap of the first half, some of the highlights. Russell put Mercer County behind for the first time this entire season. One big reason, Casey Clark plows his way into the end zone on a 12-yard touchdown, but Mercer County, well, they do it with speed, and they do it very quickly. As on the outside, Corey Jackson takes the sweep 38 yards later. He gets out in front of the blockers, and he is off to the races and gone as Mercer County recaptures the lead, and they hold the lead at halftime 15-12. Now let's take a look at the stats sponsored by First Quality Music. And the stats somewhat deceiving in terms of time of possession and things like that, but the rushing yards for both schools outstanding.
Now, two things that I noticed. Number one, the time of possession. Russell, 16:30 or 39. Mercer County, 7:21. Russell has had the ball 2 times more than Mercer Titans.
The one big glaring stat for Russell, the 2 turnovers,
right.
That really has hurt their chances. 1 turnover inside the Mercer County 30-yard line and really stopped Russell from putting more points on the scoreboard. But it's a pretty close ball game, and for those who thought this was going to be a Mercer County runaway, it's been anything but. When we come back, we will finish up our halftime festivities with one of the most important men in the military you will ever hear from. We are back in just a moment at Papa John's Cardinal Stadium.
I am the face
The hands. The spirit.
of WKU.
I think big. I explore the unknown.
I educate the educators.
I find the answers.
I investigate.
And inform.
I am recognized by my peers. This
Is who we are.
WKU. The spirit makes the master.
Check out the great offers on America's undisputed leader, Ford F-Series, during Ford's year-end event. F-150 offers a luxurious car-like interior built on the strongest frame in its class. Maybe that's why there are more F-Series on the road with 250,000 miles than any other brand. Get it started in a truck that's built Ford tough. Get 0% financing for 60 months plus $1,000 year-end bonus cash now during Ford's year-end event.
No, your eyes are not deceiving you. That is prime rib, the creme de la creme of steaks. It's the new prime rib sub, and it's only at Quiznos. A tender prime rib, roasted slow and delicious, sliced thin and piled high with melted mozzarella and a tasty peppercorn sauce. You can only get mouthwatering taste like this from prime rib, and you can only get the prime rib sub from Quiznos. Toasty.
We are just about 3 minutes away from starting the second half of the Class 2A State Football Championship, but we are honored to be in the presence of Major General Donald C. Storm, the Adjutant General for the Commonwealth of Kentucky. And, sir, pleasure to see you again. And I know that you and those who work in and around the National Guard, huge football fans.
Oh, we certainly are. We're huge high school athletics supporters and fans, and what a tremendous venue here at Papa John's Stadium, home of the Cardinals, and certainly an honor and a privilege to support these young people that are participating out on the field, and all those families of great young Kentuckians, the millennium generation, I call them. I tell you, our future is in great hands. What a tribute, and what an opportunity for these young people to come in and perform and really focus and put their minds toward a goal of participating and winning and gaining success on the athletic field, which greatly supports the academic efforts that we're trying to initiate and put forward here in Kentucky and the great Commonwealth.
Just to make the people feel at ease, tell us what your actually job is as far as the state of Kentucky is concerned.
My responsibilities include commanding the tremendous home team. That's the Kentucky Army and Air National Guard, and the Joint Force Headquarters is located in Frankfort, Kentucky. Also, the home team is a dual mission organization, the National Guard of Kentucky. It's responsive not only to the President of the United States, but also our great Governor of Kentucky and the citizens, the wonderful citizens of this Commonwealth. And we're here for you, federal or state-wise, regardless of the situation, whether it be a snowstorm, ice storm, flood, natural disaster, or a terrorist attack. The Kentucky Guard is the first line of defense, and we're here when the first responders are overwhelmed as well. And so we have emergency management that comes under the Department of Military Affairs and responsive to the Adjutant General, along with our Youth Challenge program, which is our program located at Fort Knox, Kentucky. It's a National Guard program, and it's a school and a sort of not a boot camp, but a residential program that helps our at-risk youth from 16 to 18. And you know, there are not a lot of programs that address the problems of that age group. There's a lot of real young children's programs, but not from the 16 to 18 there's not a lot of accolades in that, but we feel like that's a very worthwhile program, and we're just so happy to be a part of it and support it, and we enable the youth of Kentucky to get back on track, those that have slid off, and gives them a GED. And so we've got a broad group of responsibilities there.
So that means we can sleep well at night knowing the guard is there to protect us, right?
Well, that's right, and we're privileged and blessed to be able to have that opportunity.
Major General Storm, thank you for joining us. Always a pleasure. The Lilly High School graduate over in the biggest South
65,
biggest South Laurel fan we have
you got
in the state of Kentucky.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir, for joining us.
God bless you.
Mercer County, they kick off to Russell, and it's a touchback as the Red Devils will take over on their own 20-yard line. And one of the great ambassadors for the Kentucky National Guard, Freddie Maggard, enjoying the Army-Navy game today up in the Poconos. I don't know how he got that job. I guess that's what happens when you go into retirement at an early age. You get to go watch the football game of your choice, especially one as great as the Army-Navy game.
See the wind on that play. The ball went right through the end zone.
Russell at their own 20, and they do what they did in the first half. Give it to Casey Clark, who's brought down from behind. The speed of Mercer County's defense again, causing a little bit of problems for Russell as Clark has the lane, but then it closes quickly from behind as Darrell Smith gets the tackle.
Sweet play to the left side. Clark trying to get outside, but the Mercer County Titans, their defense, swarming to the ball.
Mercer County has really, their defense has been on the field so much in this ball game that you look at the stats and say, well, Russell's got to be possibly winning the game. They've controlled the game in terms of clock management, but Mercer County and that quick strike capability leads it by 3 as Clark may have picked up a half a yard on that second down play, may have lost a yard possibly.
We talked about the size of Russell, but also we see Mercer's got some big youngsters too.
Well, you can't be on the line and not be a big guy somewhere along the way. You just took a look at Devin Patton, 6 foot, 330-pound lineman for Mercer County. 3rd and 5 now for Russell. They've had quite a few conversions on 3rd down. A little swing pass out in the flat, misdirection to Casey Clark. He breaks a tackle as he approaches midfield. He's at the 50 along the sideline and cuts back. Still on his feet and brought down at the 20-yard line. A pickup of 60-plus yards.
I tell you, the quarterback was lucky just to get the ball outside. Jones almost got sacked as we see the replay, hopefully. Anyway, it was a good job by Clark after he caught the football. And look at 53 come out there and block, leading the way.
Another great block by Marcus Frazier. That sprung Clark for another 20-plus yards or so. A huge gain. They mark it at the 21. Clark again the workhorse, and he plows his way for a couple. What a shot in the arm for Russell.
Counterplay to the left side. Again, Clark, he's been the go-to guy here on the pass and the run.
We'll call it about a 55-yard pickup for Clark as Russell now just on the outside of the red zone, right at the 20, so they're in the red zone of Mercer County yet again. A 1-yard pickup for Clark, and there's that little double handoff counter in the backfield, and Mercer County there to answer the call. Nick Reed and Chris Lewis. Lewis, the leading tackler on this Titans team. They bring Beekman down behind the line of scrimmage, and that's a big loss. 3rd and 14 now for the Red Devils, and here's our Ford Bold Moves replay. Beekman caught behind the line, and Reed with the first hit, and Lewis comes in to finish him off.
Actually, Aaron Beekman, the quarterback, got knocked back and stopped the play because there was no running lane. Ivan McGlone looking for the pass.
Jones rolls out to the right and nearly intercepted by Mercer County's Darrell Smith, knocked down. And Mercer County's defense has answered the call here.
Take a look at the replay, a sprint out pass, looking for Clark all the way. And boy, that ball was closer to being intercepted than completion.
4th and 14 from the 25. And they bring in their kicker, Russell Dwayne Evans, for the field goal. 3 of 8 on the season. This will be a 42-yarder, which would match his season long that he kicked against West Carter. The snap is down. They kick nowhere close as that wind knocks it down. And Russell goes for the field goal, and that was nowhere close as the wind really playing some havoc down on the field. And even with some of the wind, I don't think that was going to make it.
The wind's just too strong a factor down there to kick the football.
As now Evans on the year 1 of 4 between 40 and 49 yards. Mercer County, they now take over the football at their own 20-yard line. The Titans, man in motion, they give it to the fullback, and the fullback, Walker, he gets some nice pickup, nice yardage. That's his best pickup of the night. Check that, not Walker, that's Nathan Griffith they give the football to.
On the replay, they faked the fly play, gave it to the second back through.
So Griffith gets his hands on the football for the first time, a pickup of 7 yards. And now Mercer County back to work. And it's the handoff again, straight up the middle to Griffith, and he gets enough for the first down.
Same play to the left side, fake of the fly play with a man coming across in motion, giving to the back after the fly motion. Good for the first down.
First down at the 32. Mercer leads by 3. And they adopted the nickname the Titans in the offseason after the merger with Harrodsburg. It came down between the Titans and the Trailblazers, and they chose the Titans. And up the middle again, Russell's defense there for the stop on Ford as Willis, one of the guys in the backfield, gets the stop, and that's his 11th sack on the year, 11th stop on the year behind the line of scrimmage for Russell. He has just been the horse for the Devils this year. 109 tackles on the season now.
Mercer does a lot of looping, stunning, crossing, inside.
As a team, Russell more than 75 tackles for loss. Now the sack again in the backfield. Casey Clark nails the quarterback Morgan, and Morgan did not see that one coming at all. Clark came in untouched, and he rips the quarterback.
In a 9-man front, Clark came from the corner, and it was all over. Good speed. Take a look at it again as Clark comes from that left side. The quarterback did not have a chance to set up. Good job by the defense putting the pressure on the quarterback.
The sack by Clark, that is yet another big play by Russell's defense, forces Mercer into 3rd and 21, and it's that speed sweep to the right. Jackson, they stretch this one out though, and Russell's defense, nice job on that play as Mercer County moved the ball the first couple of plays there, but the defense shows up, and Russell, they have a sign that they carry with them. They carried it last week to Belfry and have not seen it out yet today. That defense wins championships, and certainly that is the case as they won the title last year. Mercer County has set a new state record as the punt is a nice punt in terms of where it didn't look pretty, but it goes inside the 40-yard line and they kick it away from the returnman. So Russell will take over at their 39-yard line. Let's take us a timeout. 5:51 remaining in the third quarter. Mercer County 15, Russell 12 here at the Class 2A State Championship.
I'm going to attend the University of Louisville. The Guard will help me pay for the college and the books, and my family is definitely pleased. I didn't want them to pay for it. I wanted them to know that I can make it on my own. When I was deployed, it was definitely an eye-opener to what other cultures, other people experience and how they live their lives. It made me grow up and mature and open my mind up to other things. Hear the story about how the Guard changed my life at 1-800-GO-GUARD.com.
If it's one thing I know for sure, it's that success doesn't come easy. You have to find it within yourself. You have to get in the game. When you do, rewards will come your way. You can get in shape and have fun. Who knows? When you do, you might become a champion on or off the court or field. Come out and get involved in high school sports.
Welcome back to Papa John's Cardinal Stadium in Louisville, Kentucky, as the Class 2A State Football Championship is midway through the third quarter. The Titans of Mercer County lead at 15-12, and Russell, nice job on defense as they now take over the football again, and flags fly, so probably a false start on Russell will be the call. We talked about Mercer County, their nickname in the Titans. They merged with Harrodsburg, and the name choices came down between the Titans and the Trailblazers. And certainly the Mercer County community trailblazing away to the state finals for the first time as a county school. Harrodsburg made several trips under Alvis Johnson, but they were turned away at the state finals. And many people comparing this storyline to T.C. Williams High School, the movie Remember the Titans.
Talked to Marty Jaggers, and he told me it was very difficult bringing the schools together, but it was more difficult bringing the parents together. The kids were fine, but to bring two schools together like that is taking its toll, and Marty Jaggers and his staff have done a good job as long with the kids.
Hand off to Clark. Out of that I formation, he gets a few yards on the play. But, Mercer County, they've demolished their opponents this year, scoring at will. And they have really pretty much done whatever they've wanted to, scoring 745 points coming into this ball game. Opponents only 128, and that's an average of 53-9.
Marty Jaggers told me their toughest game was against Boyle County, and that was early in the year.
In that ball game, 27-14. With the Titans coming out on top. Jones keeps it on that counter play, and he's close to a first down as the Red Devils approach midfield. So once again, Russell doing what they do so well, chew up the clock, chew up the yardage in small doses, and it keeps that Mercer County offense off the field.
Take a look at the replay, two pulling guards, quarterback keep on the play. You know, it looks like single wing football. Now, those that don't know what single wing football is, Brian, it goes back a while, but that's the way football is. It'll come back sooner or later.
Russell again keeping the ball on the ground as Clark ahead, gets the first down, crosses midfield. Now, if they break out the old side saddle offense, and, that certainly would be old school.
Yeah, I can tell you about the side saddle, but let's look at this sweep play. Pulling guard, fake to the fullback. Clark does the rest. Good job getting up in the seam. Good for the first down.
One guy used to run the old side saddle. Jack Hall won a state title at Elkhorn City in 1964. Played at Wyoming.
Well, that's where Phil Pickens coached. That's where it came from.
Brought the side saddle to Kentucky. Clark up the middle for about 2, maybe 3 yards as they chip away at this Mercer County defense.
Well, I'll tell you, Russell's trying to use their size and strength right now, controlling the football, and that clock is moving. This may be the fastest game we've had in a while in the state because they have not thrown the ball that much.
Well, we knew it would be a fast-moving game, seeing on how Mercer only attempted on the year 41 passes coming into the game,
and Jones only 105 on the season for Russell. Jones keeps it, and he's brought down for a loss on the play.
I think the referee on the far side said the ball's down.
So there is no fumble. It is 3rd and long for the Red Devils, as after making a couple of nice plays, they're now going backwards.
Let's take a look at the replay. Tyler Jones coming on the outside. Let's see if the ball, his knees are down. Yeah, good call by the officials.
3rd and 9 at the 48 of Mercer County. Nearing the 3-minute mark of this third quarter. And a very defensive battle today. Jones back to pass, throws. He's got a man open, and it's complete to Frazier at the 30-yard line.
Well, they found somebody to throw the ball to besides Clark.
The second leading receiver on the team for the Red Devils.
Take a look at Marcus Frazier, makes the catch right over the middle on the slant route.
Well, it wasn't the prettiest pass, but it was effective.
Look at it again. Oh, man, looks like it's the wind's holding the point up.
First down for Russell, and up the middle. Boy, I think that was Wells or Hall that got popped after about a 2-yard gain. That was Wells, Darrell Wells.
The counter play, take a look at it. First back, pulling guard. It's a midline veer play. Right over the center with a pulling guard trapping.
Russell approaches the line again, and they're getting their yards 2 and 3 at a time. The passing game has been effective when they've used it. Clark cuts it back inside as he gets close to the 25-yard line, and maybe another pickup of 2 or 3, and the first down marker has just slid across the field about 15 yards from where it's supposed to be. The wind, I tell you, up top the flags don't show as much as it is on the ground. You can see the pants and the jackets of some of the people on the sideline where the wind is just cutting through them. Great day to be in the press box.
You can see the paper blowing too, and tell which way the wind's blowing.
Good gracious.
Russell going towards the closed end of the stadium, but
3rd and 5. Jones, he hands off again, I think, to Wells. And it's a pickup of about 2 or 3, so it's going to bring up 4th and short one more time for Russell. At the half, Russell was 4 of 4 on 4th down conversions, and let's see if they go for it again.
Well, they won't go for the field goal here, I assure you. Ivan McGlone has seen enough of that. He knows they're going to have to go for it. It's too much wind to try to kick it from that distance.
4th and 3. Evans missed badly on the field goal a moment ago, so now 4th and 3 for Russell. It's a handoff to Clark, and he will not make it. Mercer County's defense answers the challenge, and they are pumped up. One of the first guys in there, Rashad Buster, and a swarm of Titans. And once again, the Red Devils are turned away.
Take a look at the replay. Penetration by Mercer made a big difference there.
The Red Devils had man-on-man coverage with Frazier to the bottom of your television screen, but chose to run the football. And Mercer County now, once again, at their own 25, they turn the Devils away. The pitch, and Russell's defense strings out Ford on the play.
Defensive coordinator for Mercer County is Bill Mason. He used to be, for Mercer is Bill Mason. He used to be the head coach out at Nelson County. As we see the toss sweep, penetration, one man missed, and look at Clark. Boy, he's done it all.
Sizemore made the first hit, and Clark finished him off, and barring a penalty or a play run out of bounds, this probably will be the last play of the third period. The handoff again to Ford, and he goes up the middle for a couple. It's going to be a 3rd and long when the fourth quarter rolls around here at Papa John's Cardinal Stadium. We will be back in a moment getting ready for the final period. It's Mercer County 15, Russell 12 for the Class 2A state finals.
I am the face
The hands. The spirit.
of
KU. I think big. I explore the unknown.
I educate the educators.
I find the answers.
I investigate.
And inform.
I am recognized by my peers. This
Is who we are.
WKU. The spirit makes the master.
A great shot of the Johnny Unitas statue in front of the museum here at Papa John's Cardinal Stadium. Of course, a great NFL quarterback with the Baltimore Colts, maybe the greatest ever, who knows. Mercer County, the handoff, a little counterplay for the Titans, and Jackson gets across the 40-yard line. Big pickup on 3rd and 8.
Counterplay, fake to the left, come back to the right. Let's take a look at the replay. Jackson, once he gets to that seam, he's got a lot of speed, gets in that open field. He's tough to bring down.
Nice play by Jackson as the Titans now move the football to the closed end of the stadium. And that's where the wind is picked up one more time. And it is blowing probably 30, 40 miles an hour down on the field. Jackson in motion. They give it to Ford. And he picks up maybe a yard as Russell's defense on that right side converges. The big guy in your picture for Russell, big 74, Seth Harvey, 6'6", 330-pound sophomore.
Take a look at the replay. Inside handoff. Boy, that front wall is unbelievable.
Tough
you
to
cannot
get
move
around that.
Yeah.
Tough to get around, 6'6", 330-pound Seth Harvey, and he's only a sophomore.
Wow.
He's got 2 more years to develop, and you better believe he'll be a college recruit. Jackson again gets close to midfield, picks up about 4, maybe 5 yards, depending on the spot. It'll bring up 3rd down for Mercer County.
Take a look at the replay. It's just a little slow developing, pulling the guard and the tackle. Back did a good job waiting for the blocking to get over.
Mercer County's done their damage for the most part on the sweeps around the corners. That's what Russell prides themselves on, is stopping the middle and forcing the offense to the outside where their linebackers come in to make the play. 3rd and 3. Big play here for the Titans offense and for the Devils defense. The pitch out to Jackson. Wow, what shots down on the field. Close to a first down. He got the first down, I believe.
I'm going to say short. Depends on that spot. Well, I can't tell. Let's take a look at the toss sweep. Good penetration by Clark. Just missed the man. Went outside, but he ran into his own player. He's short of the line, but second effort, he may have gotten that first down.
They have to bring the sticks all the way across the field. So they have to bring this thing about 50 yards across the field for the measurement.
You had to get it inside to the 48-yard line, and it's just a matter of where that spot is. We get back, there it is.
I think either way, I think Mercer, if they don't get it, they'll go for it. It's inches.
6 inches short, I'm going to say.
Let's check out the vision here.
Yeah, it's short, just a little.
Oh, maybe a little bit more. Wow, but maybe a length of the
6
football.
inches. That's about that.
So
you know what I do?
The eagle eyes.
I'd kick the football.
The eagle eyes of Earl Browning says it's short, and it is short.
All you got to do is look at those lines.
And Mercer County, it appears they're going to go for it. The offensive unit stays on the field. 9:59 remaining in regulation.
They could go on a long count, try to draw the defense.
Maybe a half of the length of the football for a first down. Maybe not even that much.
Well, they broke the huddle too quick because they showed Russell what they're doing. And wait till that chain gang gets set.
4th and less than 1 for Mercer County. Russell's defense needs a stop here. And they're going to try and bring in the blitz. They're going to bring the house on 4th down. Or maybe try to make a false start. And behind the line is Ford, and he's hit and dropped.
Russell's defense, like they did last week against Belfry, they blitz on 4th down.
Well, they brought 9 men that time, and there was just no chance. You see the penetration, and look at that line. You know, we say the low man wins. Well, they had so much penetration, it was just impossible. Take a look at it again. Look at there. The quarterback ran into Jackson, and there's the play. Tyler Jones ended up making the play.
Opponents were successful 42% of the time on 4th down against Russell this year. They are turned away as Mercer County. Jones with the stop. Now Jones with the football, throws it up, intercepted by Mercer County.
Well,
the Titans defense answers the bell.
Russell has gone to the passing game because the run has not been as effective. At that time, the ball was just up for grabs.
Tyler Horn.
Only a sophomore. See the replay on this. Here comes the sprint out, Tyler Jones. And again, he threw off the wrong foot. Ball was lobbed. Marcus Frazier, the intended receiver.
Big play for Mercer County's defense as Russell, that has really hurt Russell here. Mercer's deep offense back out onto the field, and they give it up the middle one more time to Mercer County, to Griffith.
Well, you notice the splits in the line for Mercer County. Similar thing that they've done at Danville over the years. And look at those red and blue shoes down there. Wow.
The red from Mercer County, the blue from Harrodsburg. They come together.
That's
and the
right.
Titans with the football and the lead. 9 minutes left to play here in this Class 2A state final. In motion is Jackson. He gets the football around the right side, and now he's short of the first down. It's going to be about 3rd and 5.
Fly play that time out of the wing set. And take a look at this penetration on the left side. The ball actually went back behind the line of scrimmage too much.
Jackson ran into Ford. If he stays away from Ford, he may pick up a little extra yardage. 3rd and 5. Russell's defense very large up front, and that's why Mercer's been able to get to the outside a little bit more. Ford and Jackson are in the slot. Ford goes into motion, and they give it up the middle to Griffith. And he's across midfield for the first down to the 45-yard line. Griffith, the 3rd man in that rotation to run the football, plows his way for a first down.
That was a big, big pickup for the first down as we see the fake on the jet sweep and give to the fullback. And Russell is reaching instead of moving to get to the ball carrier. Take a look at it again. Fake the fly play, good blocking. Russell just could not get over to make the tackle.
Nice block by William Harris to open up that initial hole. 1st and 10 for Mercer County as they run the football with Jackson. And Jackson taken down after about a 3-yard pickup. Now the clock may become a factor a little bit because Mercer County has the football. Russell does not score quickly when they score. And we're now approaching the 7:30 mark of this 4th quarter, and the longer Mercer holds onto the ball, the longer and the tougher it is for Russell to maybe get back in this game. Russell needs to force a turnover. They forced 75 turnovers on the year.
Movement on the front line, bring that back, 5-yard penalty. Well, you figure they're going to get the ball. Russell's going to get the ball at least one more time as we see the signal. But where they get the ball, Brian's going to be a big key. Where they get it on the kickoff as we see the replay. I think.
A little movement on that left end there a little bit. The shade before the snap. That brings up 2nd and 11. Justin Morgan brings the play into the huddle. Last week against Owensboro Catholic, 2 of 3 passing for 134 yards. All of that happened in the 1st quarter. They didn't throw the ball the rest of the game. Russell showing blitz. And here they come with it, and the blitz does work for the moment, and down goes Ford in the backfield. Casey Clark and Wills there on the pressure.
Again, 9 men in the box. Casey from that corner position came hard, applied the pressure. Take a look at it on our forward bold moves replay. They're slanting or going at an angle. The defense, they get the play they expected. 56 for Russell. Josh Wills has been outstanding. He was the first man in.
Clark comes in to finish him off, and Wills, without question, the MVP of last week's game against Belfry in the state semifinals. Now 3rd and 19. Will Mercer keep it on the ground? They do so, and it's Griffith up the middle, and he gets a couple. But now 4th and long, and Mercer County forced to punt the football into the wind. Russell's defense, they do their job, and they will get the football back with about 5 minutes and 20 seconds left.
Well, again, Mercer's kicking into the wind. And, you know, at times, Brian, the wind dies down, but let's see what's going to be the situation here.
According to the flags, Mercer has the wind to their back, and it's a nice punt away from Clark, but it's a bad punt in terms of field position. They do kick it away from him, and the wind knocks it down.
19 yards on the punt.
Only 19 yards, but there is no return. 5.5 minutes left. Russell, possibly their last chance to put some points on the board. We'll find out here in a moment. It's 15-12 Mercer County.
Merry Christmas. I'm David at Leachman Buick GMC.
And I'm Stephanie, hoping you get the ride you want for Christmas.
And get a fabulous 32-inch flat screen Toshiba TV free. Take a ride in this beautiful Yukon Denali and get $2,000 cash back or 3.9% financing.
I dare you to drive a Buick Lucerne. Right now, it's only $3.99 a month. We've got your ride and your TV for Christmas.
Leachman Trades, wow!
I'm Bridget DeVries, Commissioner of the Kentucky High School Athletic Association. The KHSAA is the agency appointed by the Kentucky Board of Education to manage high school athletics in the state of Kentucky. Not only do we manage and sponsor 20 postseason state championships, we license and train officials, coordinate a coach's education program, enforce the rules and regulations as approved by the member schools, and provide special programs. The KHSAA, enhancing the educational experience for student athletes to become leaders of tomorrow.
The last time Russell had the football, they threw an interception. 5.5 minutes left. Can the Devils defend their state championship? We'll see. Jones out to pass again. He's got Clark open, and it's caught at midfield. First down, Russell, and just when you thought maybe the Red Devils would not throw it after they throw the interception, they come right back and they go to Mr. Reliable, Casey Clark.
Well, it wasn't the textbook picture play, but look at this pass on the replay. Here it is. And boy, I tell you, Casey Clark has done it all. Good concentration. Knew what to do with it.
Just over the outstretched arms of Darrell Smith, who has the interception today already. He's got 7 on the year now. Russell in business. Inside Mercer County territory, they go to the air again. Clark, another reception. Doesn't pick up a lot of yardage, but now it's starting to put that passing factor into the minds of Mercer County, that maybe the Devils are abandoning the run just for the moment.
Sprint route to the outside, flat or flare pass. Again, the man, Casey Clark, makes the play.
Aaron B. on the coverage for Mercer County. 2nd and 7, pickup of 3. 4.5 minutes remaining in this Class 2A championship game. And Clark, I don't know where he was going, but that's a false start.
And that's big. You just can't make mistakes like that.
Boy, that negates the 3-yard pickup, and now It may put Russell into more of a passing situation. They go from 2nd and 7 to 2nd and 12. And the senior, who's been so wonderful on his final game, a crucial mental error there with 4:14 remaining in a running clock.
Well, you know they got 3 more downs to get the 12 yards. They don't have to get it all at once.
Jones rolls out, pressure from behind, and he's sacked in the backfield. Mercer County recovers the fumble.
There's that backside blitz.
Nick Reed, the recovery, and the Titans can smell their first state title in school history. Still a long time to play, but maybe the defensive play of the game for Mercer County.
Take a look at it. On the sprint out, Tyler Jones stops. And boy, he never had a chance to throw that football.
The sack came from Freeman Edwards from behind.
Nick Reed was the man that recovered the fumble. Edwards makes the hit. Now Reed makes the recovery.
No one put a hand on Edwards. The foot. First down, a flag comes into play as he keeps running, but a flag may bring this back. Let's see what the penalty is.
Well, it's way back in the backfield, and it was thrown early, and they're going to bring it back. Holding
Mercer County.
Take a look at it on the replay. It's the fly play to Jackson. Good cut. Still on his feet, making that second effort, picking up a couple blocks.
Picked up about close to 15 to 20 yards on the play, but now it's 1st and 20 from the Mercer County 47. 3:50 remaining in this championship game. Russell has never lost a state final before, 2-0. Mercer County, a huge play defensively by Edwards on the sack. The play goes to Ford. He's brought down by Beekman just across midfield. Russell, now they have 3 timeouts remaining. Let's see when they decide to use them.
Well, they'd like to use them on offense if they can. But Mercer's going to milk the clock, go for everything they can. And that ball is marked ready for play.
Today's attendance, 6,814. Great crowd despite the weather conditions. 2nd and 17. And it's Jackson again to the outside. But he's knocked out of bounds. Nice play by Russell's Tyler Jones to knock Jackson out of bounds. That brings up 3rd down and stops the clock with 3:07.
That's very critical. And the coaches are telling him, you need to stay in bounds on that play. Keep that clock running. It's a jet sweep. Good speed. Hard to contain that jet sweep if you don't have that speed on the outside.
There are not many people sitting down in Papa John's Cardinal Stadium on the Mercer County sideline. Maybe the offensive play of the game for the Titans, 3rd and 10. It's the give up the middle to Griffith. He goes nowhere. And we'll see if Russell calls timeout. And it appears they will with 2:58. They do call a timeout, their first of the game. So the Titans look as if they'll have to punt this one away into the wind. And it's not been a kind win to those going to the closed end of the stadium.
You still have to kick that football.
We want to tell you about Insight's coverage of the KHSAA Championships is brought to you by First Quality Music, Kentucky's largest and Louisville's only Gibson dealer, located on Louisville's south side. And folks, it is worth the drive. That man needs some hair transplant. He needs some help.
Well, I think he's already had one.
He needs some help.
Whatever.
I tell you, that's one thing about football fans. You never know what you're going to see at a stadium. And for those who thought that Mercer County would run away and hide with this game, it's been anything but. This is definitely their toughest game of the year, and it comes in the state championship. Russell has lost in the playoffs before 10 times to the eventual state champion. Obviously, if they lose today, it would be for the championship. And the last time that Russell was knocked out of the playoffs in a close game, you got to go back to 2002 when Breathitt County beat them 28-27 in overtime. Russell had the lead 21-6 midway through the fourth quarter. And Justin Haddix and the Bobcats pulled it out in overtime thanks to a missed extra point. The kicking game has been huge today. Lewis is back in punt formation for the Titans. Clark and Frazier deep for the Red Devils, who stand at about their 13-yard line. The bad snap, nice pickup by Lewis, and he gets it away. End over end kick out of bounds. Not a good kick, but he got it away. And the Devils, the Red Devils of Russell, take over at the 25-yard line.
16-yard kick, no return. Now the question is, 2:52 to go. Can the Red Devils move the ball down for even a field goal to tie or a touchdown to possibly win?
The high percentage pass has been there for Russell. When they've gotten in trouble is when they've gone downfield with the passing game. And now they have the wind to their back. 2:52 remaining. We're going down to the wire for the championship of Class 2A in Kentucky. What will happen here? It's white knuckle time in Papa John's Cardinal Stadium. Jones under center. That's Clark in motion, and Jones rolls to pass. Once again, the pressure from behind, and the pass is complete to Beekman. The clock rolls, though.
I don't know. I thought he might have gotten out of bounds, but the official said no. Take a look at it on the replay. A sprint out to the right, flat pass. Let's see.
Oh boy, brought down out of bounds. The clock continues to roll at 2:23. Only a pickup of 3 yards, maybe 4 on the play. Jones to the air again, looking for Clark downfield, and it's nearly intercepted by Mercer County. Clark, the intended receiver, but in triple coverage. Now it's third down.
Casey Clark's been the go-to guy in the passing game. Take a look at it on the replay. Did a good job protecting the quarterback, but again, the ball was just a floater down the middle.
Oh,
triple coverage, wow.
Blake Arnold, the man on the spot, who would have had his 7th interception of the year, could not bring it down. It's now 3rd and 6 for Russell. And the Titan fans are on their feet. Russell on their feet also, but they're just kind of waiting for the big play. Clark in motion. Jones rolls, and it nearly is intercepted again by Mercer County.
That was a touchdown had he gotten that ball.
Edwards on the coverage, and if that ball is caught, that is touchdown and nail in the coffin.
Take a look at it, throwback pass, screen pass, intended for Casey. Oh!
I think Clark may have gone too far to the outside on that screen because that ball was definitely underthrown. It's now 4th and the season and the championship for Russell. They don't get it. Mercer County has the ball deep in the Russell territory. We'll see. 4th in the game, maybe. Jones to pass. The pressure. The ball is up. And it is incomplete. Intercepted by Mercer County. And it's Arnold with the interception.
You know, people say, why didn't he knock it down? The reason he did not knock it down is because he's been taught to go for the football and intercept it. Take a look at it on the replay, the pressure. Ball is just too high. No one had a chance with the ball except the defense.
Beekman had not turned around to look for the ball. And for Russell, they need a stop on defense because that is almost like a punt in a way. It picks up some yardage into the Mercer County territory, really at midfield. But now, everything in favor of Mercer County as their crowd comes to their feet, leading by 3.
Russell called timeout because the clock would have started once they got it lined up.
Jones entered this game with only 2 interceptions, 14 touchdowns, 2 picks. He's thrown several today, and this one may be the deciding clincher in Russell's season. But Mercer County now, Coach, they've got to hold on to the football and try to run out the clock.
Well, Russell's got one more timeout, and all Mercer has to do is take a knee, and they can run it out. If they stop at one time, run 150, but the next 2, they're going to run it out. So they may run just straight handoff and say, let's get a first down and make it easy and go from there. But you can bet Russell's going to go for running, trying to take the football away, get a turnover.
Jackson and Ford has done most of the damage on offense, basically all of it for Mercer County. And you got to figure they'll be getting their hands on the ball. Griffith has had a few nice runs to keep the middle of the defense honest. 1:56 away from their first state championship ever. A couple of years ago, Mercer County's basketball team, boys basketball team, went to the Sweet 16 in Rupp Arena with a losing record, and it shocked the world basically. And now
that's a penalty.
There's offsides on Russell.
5-yard penalty in high school. All you do, if you break that plane, it's a 5-yard penalty. You do not have to have contact.
Russell trying to
Marty Jaggers.
Russell trying to get that blitz package in there and maybe force a false start, but instead the Red Devils were the ones that crossed the plane. They're offsides, now 1st and 5. But the boys basketball team from Mercer County, when they were the Scotties, went to the state tournament, lost to Scott County, and now they're just under 2 minutes away from a football state championship and the deciding factor in bringing that community together that was kind of torn apart by the consolidation of Harrodsburg and Mercer County High School. But this certainly will bring them together as one. 1.5 minutes left, 2nd and 3, a first down, and it's over.
Well, they still got to run probably 3 plays. Now it's 2nd down. They could take a knee and run all 3 downs, but
the handoff to Ford, and he is stopped behind the first down marker. He picks up maybe a yard. Now it's a timeout for Russell. They call timeout.
That's their last
now
timeout.
3rd down.
Now you got to go for that football, and again, I don't see why Mercer does not take the knee.
Well, now they can. They have to run this 3rd down play. Russell out of timeouts, and that also brings up the 4th down. They could really work off close to 45 seconds on the clock with a play, and then by the time the ball is set down, and they could take the full 25-second play clock and take the penalty maybe, just to get every second
off.
off.
The worst they're going to do is have to punt the football, but I've seen strange things happen with a minute left in a football game, and these are the tough times that you got to decide, can we get the time in or not? And you're right, if they get a first down, it's over definitely, and they take a knee.
15-12, no scoring in the second half. It's been all defense. Mercer County has played a whale of a game, so has Russell. A lot of pressure on the Titans coming in because everybody around them said, hey, you've beaten everybody all year pretty bad, you'll do it again. Russell and that stingy defense has stayed in it. But now the play of the season possibly on the line. Russell needs a miracle to stay in this thing. A first down and it's over.
Look how close they got everyone within 4 yards or 5 yards of the football. Russell's going to bring everybody.
In the eye, here's the ball game. Jackson Ford to the outside, and he runs out of bounds short of the first down marker. Holy cow, what a mental error by the senior.
I don't know that he had much choice there, Brian. It looked like, let's say on the replay, if it's not Russell that forces him out of bounds, and once they get him up, they keep pushing him towards that sideline, Wow.
He could have gone down and saved a lot of time, or ran off a lot of time. Now there's a minute 3. It's 4th and 2, and now Mercer, they want to talk about it. So a lot of strategy as they punt into the wind. It's 4th and 2, but the punting game has not been well. They've had bad snaps. Coach, what do you do here?
Well, if it stayed in bounds, you'd run at least 35 seconds off. You'd still head to 4th down. I don't think there's any question. I would not give them a chance to get the ball there. I would kick the football without question. You know, you got to depend on your kicking game. That's a part of it. Even if it's just down to the 30-yard line, it's going to give you better field position, force Russell to go the distance.
We had our insights to the game earlier. Now we want to give you some of the insights to the schools in this 2A final. Russell High School, located in Russell, Kentucky, boasts ACT scores above the state average. The school proud to be the 2006 Science Olympiad state champion. Students offered involvement in the academic team, the dance team, and the student council. And for Mercer County, located in Harrodsburg, the school motto is pride, because it takes personal responsibility in developing excellence of all students. Students actively participate in 4-H, a book club, and the Young Government Club, and certainly a lot of pride in Mercer County, especially if they could hold off in the final minute 3, the charge by Russell. The punting game has not been great as they punt into the wind. They've had bad snaps, and Lewis has done a good job just to at least get the punt off.
Well, this is the right call. There's no doubt Marty Jaggers is coached enough. He knows you don't take a chance in this situation.
The snap, the rush, and he gets it off, and not a good punt, but it's effective to the point where it at least keeps it away from Russell, and it works off a few seconds. Now Russell gets the ball again.
Punt covered 19 yards. 78 yards, 77 yards Russell has left to cover or get close enough for a field goal.
Boy, nobody's left this ball game. The Trinity-Ryle game, people started to file out early in the 4th quarter, with Trinity winning 41-7 in the 4A battle. The 2A games the last several years, they've been classics. And now Russell, 57 seconds away from possibly winning the state title. Jones to pass. The pass is up, and it is knocked down, nearly intercepted by Mercer County. They had 2 players back there for Mercer County. Smith, one of them.
Aaron B. back there also. Take a look at it on their forward bold moves replay. Again, the ball is just put up in the air, intended for Casey. Well, there's 2 guys that had a chance. Darrell Smith for Mercer County.
Smith was there, as was Blake Arnold, who picked off a pass a moment ago.
There's Ivan McGlone, cousin of Ellis Johnson, former Moorhead great coach.
They have the AAC, the Academic Athletic Center, named for Ellis T. Johnson, the Ellis T. Johnson Arena at Moorhead State. Russell now to the air again, and the pass incomplete. Sizemore the intended receiver, but Jones threw it behind him. Sizemore didn't see it. And when you're not used to throwing the football in a pressure situation like this, it's very hard to do it, especially with the state finals at stake.
Take a look at the replay. You can see Jones felt the pressure coming, and he threw the ball before the receiver even had a chance to turn around.
3rd and 10, 46 seconds left. The Mercer County sideline imploring the fans to get on their feet.
Well, the fans can't help them. It's those 11 guys out on the field that's got to play. I don't buy all that stuff.
Jones to pass again. The pressure. And he is sacked at the 20.
That's what makes plays. The 11 guys out on the field.
Horn with the sack. 30 seconds and the clock runs on 4th down. The final play for Russell. They need a miracle.
Tyler Horn, the sophomore linebacker, he'll have something to talk about for the next 2 years, and he made a big play on 3rd down.
The final play, complete and incomplete. The Mercer County Titans storm out onto the field. They will win the Class 2A state championship.
All they have to do is take a knee on one play. As we see the replay, ball could have been intercepted off the fingertips of Casey. Good hit that time by Blake Arnold.
What a shot by Arnold. Frazier had the first down on the catch, but it goes for naught, and one knee will do it. As Mercer County, they will remember the Titans as they will win the state championship with one snap of the football.
And this is the formation you love to see. The old prevent, take a knee.
And that's it. The final score, Mercer County 15, Russell 12, and the Titans win the Class 2A state championship.
Well, they're the only undefeated team in the state of Kentucky this year. Regardless of what happens later in the other games, Mercer County goes undefeated, the only team in the state of Kentucky that'll have that distinction.
In a community and a county possibly in many circles ripped apart by consolidation, they come together with a state championship.
And they tell me everyone from Harrodsburg's here except the postman and the fire chief.
A wonderful effort by Mercer County. They are the 2A state finals, and your heart has got to go out to Russell. They put up a gallant effort, but it comes up short. When we come back, we will recap an exciting 2A state final. Mercer County, the champions. Your final, 15-12. Back in just a moment.
I am the face
The hands. The spirit.
of
KU. I think big. I explore the unknown.
I educate the educators.
I find the answers.
I investigate.
And inform.
I am recognized by my peers. This
Is who we are.
WKU. The spirit makes the master.
This is the Stack Daddy, Beefosaurus Rex, Mount Meatmore, aka Wendy's Classic Triple. 3/4 of a pound of hot and juicy hamburger bliss with 3 times the freshness, 3 times the flavor that needs 3 times the napkins. A hamburger that looks at other hamburgers and says, "You're not a hamburger, you're a beverage coaster." So don't just live large, eat large. Do Wendy's Classic Triple. Do what tastes right.
Call your insurance agent? I left a message. When's he coming? I don't know. Where does he live? I don't know. Well, what's his name? Must not be Farm Bureau. No, it must not be.
No, your eyes are not deceiving you. That is prime rib, the creme de la creme of steaks. It's the new prime rib sub, and it's only at Quiznos. A tender prime rib, roasted slow and delicious, sliced thin and piled high with melted mozzarella and a tasty peppercorn sauce. You can only get mouth-watering tastes like this from prime rib, and you can only get the prime rib sub from Quiznos. Toasty.
We tip our hats to those who play the game, who play for the pure love of the sport, and for those who strive and strive again for that golden moment when all the effort finally pays off. There's no better place for good times, good sports, and great food than your neighborhood Beef O'Brady's.
See you at Beef's. I am the face
The hands. The spirit
of
KU. I think big. I explore the unknown.
I educate the educators.
I find the answers.
I investigate.
And inform.
I am recognized by my peers. This
Is who we are.
WKU. The spirit makes the master.
Football state championship will go to Harrodsburg, Kentucky, and Mercer County High School. The Titans knock off the defending 2A state football champion Russell Red Devils 15-12. And you see both teams shaking hands. A great game. Not the prettiest thing from a coaching standpoint, I'm sure, but The Ford Bold Moose play of the game was huge for defense on Mercer County's part as Freeman Edwards gets the sack on Tyler Jones. Nick Reed comes up with the fumble, and that was one of the turning points in the game late in the fourth quarter. Coach, let's take a look at the stats.
Well, the big thing that I point out, Russell, 9 of 19, but 3 interceptions. And look at Mercer. The one pass, no completions. The other thing, a big difference, not on the stats, 39.19 seconds for Russell with the ball, 16:35 for Mercer. A big difference in that respect, but I think the turnovers made a big difference. And again, it was speed versus strength, and usually speed is the winner.
The stats dominated by Russell with the exception of the turnovers, 5 turnovers. That's the most they've had this entire year, and unfortunately for them, it comes in the state championship. Mercer County outgained in every statistical category possible. The time of possession, Russell, 39 minutes, 19 seconds.
That's a lot.
That is an unbelievable amount. But what matters is what's on the scoreboard at the end of the game. Mercer County 15, Russell 12. Harrodsburg had been to the state finals 3 times under Alvis Johnson many moons ago, the Pioneers. They lost in 1988 to Pikeville, 28-10. They lost back-to-back years to Beechwood in 96 and 97. And now a state championship back in the Jaggers family for the first time in quite a while.
Rushing, Corey Jackson led Mercer, 12 carries, 140 yards. Casey Clark led Russell, 22 carries, 78 yards. 2 good athletes.
Jackson is the player of the game, and there you see the trophy that will go to Mercer County High School. And we talked about so much, the storyline with them, the consolidation in the summer. They chose the name Titans, the only one in the state of Kentucky, and they talked about the schools coming together with the city school, the county school, and they referred it so much to the movie Remember the Titans, the 1971 T.C. Williams High School team that the movie was made after. And now a great game by Mercer County, and there you see the Russell Red Devils, Josh Wills, number 56, and Sizemore, 18. His face is painted for every game, but unfortunately they will, for them, they take home the second place trophy. But what a great effort by Mercer County. The best team in 2A football is deserving of the number 1 trophy this year.
Again, to finish undefeated as the only team in the state is even more of an honor. Again, the Jaggers family, Joe, Marty, Josh, the whole group, it's a tradition in Kentucky that you mentioned the name Jaggers. They know there's a lot of people in the football industry.
There you see DeMarcus Masterson with the trophy, and hopefully they don't break that thing. Chris Lewis also, his hands on the trophy, and a great moment for the boys in red and blue as they take home the school's first state championship in football. And next year they will be a 5A school in the new 6 class, the new 6 class system in Kentucky football, and you kind of wonder if what success they'll have next year.
Well, Marty Jaggers has indicated to me that they are going to be pretty good next year because they've got a lot of young kids coming back. Most of their line are juniors and some sophomores, and Marty feels like next year they could be just as good, and he really doesn't see moving to 5A that much difference in playing the teams he played this year. So you can see Mercer County back here again, and I don't think there's any doubt that Ivan McGlone and the Red Devils from up near Huntington, West Virginia, will be back to Papa John's in the near future.
Mercer County, another side note to pass along to you. We told you coming in that Mercer County was only 98 yards away from setting a new state record for most rushing yards in a season. They surpassed the mark set by the 1999 Bryan Station team that, of course, was led by Eric Shelton, the great running back who went to Florida State and then to the University of Louisville.
Bryan Station had 5,671 yards in 1999. Mercer County crushes that by about 100 yards. And there you see the coaching staff talking to the kids. What do you think that they're saying in that huddle? An emotional moment for the Titans.
Well, it was tough coming together, guys. It was all worth it. You'll remember this the rest of your life. We'll never have a situation again like this. It goes to the team. It's not individuals. And get ready for the winter workout programs.
They can certainly enjoy this moment as they meet at the 40-yard line just to the left of the Louisville Cardinal, and they have a word of prayer to give thanks for a wonderful season here, and that it ends at a 2A state final. The final score, Mercer County 15, the Russell Red Devils 12, and your heart goes out to the loser in the game. The team that just came up a little bit short, Russell, their seniors consoling one another on the far side, but Mercer County, they are in celebration at midfield as they will exit the 2006 season 15-0, undefeated state champions. The final score once again, Mercer County 15, Russell 12. That'll do it for this 2A final here on Inside Cable, and we'll be back for another state football final. Final score, Mercer 15, Russell 12. Thanks for watching, everyone.